Hey guys, Stembricks, and guys, we got a couple of S.H.Figuarts, technically actually a bunch, so I'm pretty excited to talk about them. I'm going to go through these kind of quick because there's a bunch of figures. Like the first one right here I didn't really talk about, but this is just super exciting. We finally got an update, and that's going to be the new S.H.Figuarts One Piece Usopp figure, and this looks great. You get a bunch of accessories, really great expressions for this figure. Like out the bat right here, I think the best one is going to be the, of course, eyes popping out. It looks so hilarious. It looks so funny. The smiling portrait looks great. The serious portrait looks great too, and just some other portraits for this figure look fantastic. And just overall with the accessories too, with the hammer, the book bag, the extra Luffy portrait is awesome. So overall I think this figure is great. Price point saying right here 7,000 yen. That's around $48 some change, so most likely around 60 to 70 when it does pop up for pre-order, and that should be happening pretty soon on June 2nd. And this right here is going to be releasing December of 2025. So great looking figure. Definitely super excited for this one. Can't wait for Sanji. That's most likely the next one. And we should have finally a complete wave of course, a certain arc for One Piece. I'm pretty sure it's called Romance Dawn. And hopefully later in the future, we do get other, of course, characters like Robin and Chopper, and most likely a Frankie. But so far, very happy with this, and I can't wait to receive this figure. Other thing right here, pretty exciting too, and most likely a little bit disappointing for some people. They announced a couple reshoes right here for Dragon Ball of Bulma again. I don't know why they reshoot this figure again, because I'm pretty sure you can still find it for around 40 to 50 bucks sometimes. But the one right here is most likely a lot of fans are gonna get excited. It's going to be the Bulma bike. It's kind of funny. It's pretty sure there's a third reissue for this bike right here. It's actually going for quite a bit at the time. I think a couple of days ago I was seeing the aftermarket for that's around 150. So looks like it's gonna go back down right there. And another one right here I'm pretty sure it's like the 10th time they reissued this, and it's going to be Shenrod. And to be honest, I've been seeing it way cheaper a couple times. So for me, I'm not really interested in this, but this will be available for pre-order on June 2nd, releasing December of 2025. I think there's different release dates for some of these, like right here for the bike and Bulma says November 2025. So not too bad. The next figure here is going to be the new announcement right here of the Dragon Ball wave. We did get teases the past couple days, and that is going to be Krillin, and this looks great. Wow, the accessories are pretty interesting, I'm not gonna lie, but there's some really great expressions for Krillin right here. I was about to say Gohan, but it looks fantastic. Great looking figure, really good posing. Big fan of this one, but to be honest, I'm a little disappointed with this figure, because this figure here is going to be a premium Bandai exclusive, and it's going to cost $80. So I'm really annoyed with this. I think this figure is kind of overpriced in my opinion. Maybe if it came with his, I forget he called the effect piece, the Destructo disc. If it at least came with two of those or one of those, whatever, and maybe I could see the price point, but 80 bucks seems way too high for this figure, and I'm kind of annoyed with that. But this figure here is going to be releasing February of 2026, and right here, pre-orders open. Technically should be later on today, or technically when it's recording, it should be available now. And for the other Dragon Ball figure, this one's a huge surprise. They didn't even tease it, but we got another S.H.Figuarts for Dragon Ball Z, and this right here is going to be Guru. Hopefully I pronounced it the elder guy in the Dragon Ball Z and Namek and like that. And this right here is a big surprise. I was very shocked with this, but dang, I'm not gonna lie guys, this kind of killed it for me. Same thing for Krillin. I think the price for this is kind of ridiculous, but then again, this might be like a big piece. It is actually gonna be a big piece, but like I just don't know, especially if the price point, what a weird price point, $310. This right here is gonna be releasing March of 2026, and this right here is gonna be available for pre-order in just in a couple hours. So for me, out the bat, I think I'm definitely interested in this. I'd love to buy this, but for $300, I'm sorry, this is technically a statue, and it does look very plasticky, especially the pink thing around his neck makes it look very plasticky. Barely doesn't come with any accessories minus the Dragon Ball and I think a swap out hand that kind of gives it a glow effect, or I just can't tell if it's a translucent piece or just a glow effect right there for the hand. And of course you do get the chair, but I'm just sorry, $310 does not seem worth it for this. Looks cool, but I don't know. I guess we'll see how this one does well for, of course, selling like that. I'm just kind of curious to see if fans are going to buy this. I'm very interested. I'm maybe the only reason I'd be tempted to order is because if I don't order this and it looks like not that many people are going to order it, that this is going to be like a rare piece in the future, and I'm like scared to see this going for like $600 or $700 in the future. But I guess we would see. I still don't know. It's a huge chair, and of course a big figure, and there's a scene that was pretty cool, but I just don't know if it's worth it. But that's of course gonna be right there for the Dragon Ball figure. The next piece right here is going to be a new tease, and this finally we got an update, and it's been really annoying me. We have not got a figure since the reissues, but we're finally getting it back. JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen S.H.Figuarts, finally, about time. I don't know why they kind of did a reissue for the high school versions of Gojo and Geto, and they did a new version of Izidori with like a special version with less accessories, and then for like the past year, nothing since that. But finally right here it says new lineup coming soon, further information releasing Tamashii Nation's web Jujutsu Kaisen page, and they just showed off right here the Jujutsu Kaisen logo with the S.H.Figuarts logo. So I'm excited for this. From the colors, people are going crazy. People are saying it's gonna be Toji. I could definitely see that. What a way to, of course, bring back a character or bring back the line for a big character like that. So really hoping they at least do not really a reissue, maybe a new versions of course, the main characters and like that. They're most likely going to announce like 5 more Gojo versions. Definitely expect that. But regardless, super excited for this. Can't wait. It's kind of crazy how much some of these figures are going for, especially Sukuna. I actually did own, but dang, I got some really good offers on that, so that's the thing. So hopefully we do get some great figures in the future, but I guess we'll wait and see for that. Most likely in a couple months we'll hear more updates about that one. The next figure here is going to be the Figure Zero, and this one right here is going to be from Berserk. It's actually one of my favorites anime / mangas right here. And this, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty disappointed by this one. It's like a Berserk Figure Zero Berserker armor again. So for me, really quick, I think it looks okay, looks pretty cool, I would say that. But to be honest, I don't think I'm gonna buy this. I think some of the paint apps don't look great, and does seem kind of, I don't know how to say, just not a fan of the pose that much. Maybe if I see it in person or maybe get some more images, I might change my mind, but I guess we'll wait and see. But I think the estimate price point for this is going to be around 140, and that seems kind of high. But this right here is going to be again available for pre-order on June 2nd, releasing right here January of 2026. Still really cool. We're getting Berserk products. Hopefully we do get more, and hopefully we do get the Golden Age Casca really soon for pre-order. I've been waiting for that. But now the last 2 figures, probably the most one here I'm excited for, and that's going to be the new JoJo line. And wow, I'm excited for this. So the first one here is going to be Joseph, and out the bat this looks great. Maybe there's some little things about this figure I do have some questions, like damn, his stomach area is really thin, so I might have some thoughts about that. It looks way too thin, but regardless, I think this figure looks fantastic. The posing so far looks really good. The accessories are pretty decent for this one for Joseph. I do like, of course, the, I don't even know what he actually called these, but the little tools he does have right there, and he does come with like a scarf piece right here. That's pretty cool. So great looking figure. I'll definitely say that one of the things actually got me really excited for it is going to be the stand, the JoJo stand. That looks great. Looks very, very cool. But I guess we'll wait and see for the price point for this, because so far what I'm hearing is going to cost pretty pricey. And that's 10,000 yen, and that's around $70 in the US, but most likely it can be around 90 bucks at Big Bad Toy Store. I guess we'll wait and see. Most likely the same price point as the Berserk line. It's kind of nerve-wracking, because dang, I think those figures are kind of overpriced. The other figure right here, actually really quick, actually before I forget, the release date for Joseph right here is going to be December of 2025. Pre-orders happen June 2nd for this right here. Great looking figure, very excited for it. Most likely definitely order it because I'm a big fan of the JoJo line, so I'm pretty excited for that. The other one figure right here is going to be Jonathan, and I gotta say this one looks fantastic. This one does come with a little bit more of accessories, or I think maybe accessories more better in my opinion. Does come with the sword, some really great expressions, really cool posing for this figure again, some kind of effect pieces for, of course, Hamon, I think is what we call it right there, for his hands. Really cool, and some iconic posing for the figure right here. Looks great, and again, a JoJo stand looks fantastic. So and here's actually a really good shot right here with all the accessories, a sheath for the sword, the stand, the portraits, the hands, and like the backpack he has. Really great accessories. Same price point as Jonathan, 10,000 yen. So not too bad, I guess. It does come with a little bit more accessories, but this right here is actually going to be releasing November of 2025. Actually a little bit more sooner compared to Joseph. So pretty excited for these 2 figures. Definitely most likely going to pick up both of these. I'm just a little bit scared how they're going to do for posing, and of course in hand, because of course like new lines kind of do scare me sometimes, because of the Berserk one I was super excited for, and those were kind of disappointing. But then again, some of the recent releases are pretty good so far. So really excited for these figures. I'm just really hoping these are great. It's just lately S.H.Figuarts in Tamashii Nation, their pricing for some of these are being kind of ridiculous. Like right now the JoJo one's kind of scaring me, and same thing right here for the Dragon Ball ones with Krillin, and it's just really nerve-wracking. But hopefully we do get some more announcements pretty soon, because I'm pretty sure we do have a couple more days into the pre-orders. But that's of course my thoughts right here, guys. Tell me down below which one of these are you mainly excited for. Just tell me down below. I hope you guys enjoy. See you next time. Bye.